welcome back. It is now June, if I can gladly say that. You'll notice by the sunshine coming through the window that it's no longer the springtime, which I'm loving. Today, I'm here with Warren, the owner and chief B, MD,
Absolutely.
Everything, of Plan B. If I remember correctly, you're from Motherwell.
That's
yes?
right, we're based in Motherwell.
It's got the Scottish Cup final coming up.
Absolutely.
Can't be upset about that.
Not at all.
Well, Warren, I believe that your colleague Ian is going to be coming in the month of June and doing in-store tastings of Plan B's Scottish honey products. And I always like to start off in the beginning with a bit of a couple of words about the company itself. So, I mean, I kind of alluded to it slightly. You're from Motherwell. Can you tell me how long Plan B's been around? What's the company ethos? Could you kind of give us a few snippets of what Plan B is all about for someone who might not have heard about them before?
Sure. Plan B was founded 4 years ago.
Okay.
It's based on a triple bottom line
Okay.
of planet, people and profit.
Okay.
The planet is the bees. The people that we employ and work with are people who have been marginalized, who would have been out of work, or who need supported needs into employment. And thereafter, it's profit. Because every business has to be profitable. It's just about being modest with the profits. Sure. So the reason I started the company was my concern for the honeybee. I got into beekeeping by default. I had an allotment and really got into growing fruit trees, and so it led me on this journey. I started with 2 hives and then it slowly grew.
Essentially, you're trying to reignite, if I could use that word, the honeybee population. I mean, do you guys have your own farm with your own hives and whatnot? Yeah. And you make these offshoot products of the hives. Do you do anything with the bees themselves, or do you just kind of cultivate them?
Sure.
As a word.
Well, firstly, we rent beehives out to companies.
Oh, right.
Number
right.
one, so they have it as. And
it's on your website, if I remember correctly. You can sponsor a hive or something like that, right?
That's right. And so companies we provide a fully managed service. Companies get the hives branded. They can do different projects with us depending on the level of involvement they want to get in with their community. So the products that we produce out of the hive are all about honey. And what I've done is kind of reinvented or tried to reinvigorate the uses of honey. Mm-hmm. So whether we're...
yeah, let's play around with some of these. Can you show me something?
We've got a fantastic heather honey here, which is monofloral. So this honey comes off heather moorlands. Okay. From Perthshire up to Inverness Shire. Mm-hmm. The flowers will, the bees will only be foraging off heather. Right. So our honeys will generally have a lot more bouquet and flavour to them because they haven't been irradiated, overheat treated, and over filtered. All the essence of the honey is still retained. Mm. So, because the more you filter honey, the more you lose its innate qualities. Right. You're
filtering it. You're taking things out by definition. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about Honeygar?
Absolutely.
I think this is going to be something that is going to take some of our viewers and customers a bit by surprise. And with the popularity, particularly these days, of apple cider vinegars and all the various offshoots therefrom, I'm really keen to hear from the bee's mouth, as it were, what this actually is.
Well, basically, Honeygar is...
I mean, it's vinegar with honey, I would imagine.
Absolutely, but there's a process which separates our cider vinegar. It's matured and fermented for 11 months. It's great as a salad dressing. But weirdly enough, and this is going to freak a lot of people out, is that it's fantastic with strawberries.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
You proper.
How would you serve it with strawberries?
Well, I would cut and trim the strawberries,
Sure.
and not a lot of this. You need a tablespoon.
Sure.
But because of the acidity of the
All right.
of the vinegar,
Yeah.
complements the sweetness and brings out the sweetness of the strawberry.
You know you're going to make me try that eventually. You're
you're-
going to force me to have to buy one of these just to see if that is actually true or not.
Well, as long as they're Scottish strawberries, because there's
Right. Which we have,
yeah,
of course.
absolutely. Scottish strawberries are without doubt the most flavoursome.
That's really intriguing.
It is.
That's really interesting. I have never heard something like that before.
It's amazing, but this is
fantastic.
this is what I like about the
That's amazing. You can do so many versatile, interesting, left field things with just one simple little product. Because I mean, you also have standard comb as well.
Sure.
I mean, you can run the gamut from Plan B. You can get your comb. You can get your. You have set honey.
We
as
do
well,
have set honey
So you
as
have the
well.
honey and the set, and you can get honey gar.
Absolutely, and we do this infusion range.
Yes, tell me about these.
So here we've got vanilla, bourbon vanilla.
Okay.
And in here we have Kerala cinnamon. So this is cinnamon all the way from southern India.
Right.
This is like 5-star cinnamon. And the great thing is that once you've used your honey, you can still use the stick to cook with. So you just take it out.
Boy, Warren. Oh.
And if you like a rice pudding, okay, or something like that, you put it into your rice pudding, cover it with milk, bake it in the oven. You've got the taste of the honey coming off the cinnamon. The same for the vanilla, the pod. Put it, if you're going to make custard, whack it into the custard.
That's fantastic. Can you tell me a little bit about these information sheets that you have here?
Well, you know, being infatuated with honey,
Of course.
and loving to cook with it and do things with honey, I took myself on a journey and decided that I would make mead. Now, mead is the most ancient drink known to man.
Right. And it's made with honey.
And it's made with honey. It's basically honey, water, and yeast.
Right.
It's fermented.
Right.
And we tried a whole different variety of things. And the one that came out number one was the elderflower and rose petal. And that's won 3 awards.
Yeah, it's already won a couple in my head. That sounds fantastic.
But the fantastic thing about this is that it's gluten-free.
Oh, Warren. All right. Easy,
Salt.
everyone. Easy,
Yeah.
easy. Okay. All right. What's the alcohol? What's the ABV?
It's 12.5%.
Okay, so it's not something to mess around with.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
But it's a wine. It's got to be treated with a
sure.
wine. But you can use it. You could do.
Can you cook with it?
You
Much like wine?
Absolutely. So we're busy crowdfunding for this. This is my little passion.
All right.
We do a honey beer as well.
Right.
So my journey, it's been an interesting journey
Indeed.
with the company, but it's all about the bees and honey and trying to get people to realize just what a fantastic cooking aid this is.
An essential kitchen product, really. I mean, it's not just a squeezable over toast.
Don't talk about squeezing.
Sure. I can understand that. I appreciate that. Can you give me a couple words about your colleagues, the co-workers?
Sure.
We kind of briefed over that earlier, and I wanted to return just quickly to it. Much like a couple of our other suppliers that we've recently brought on board, you employ people from disadvantaged backgrounds. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, some of them it's across the board really. It's the people that we employ have been marginalised, whether it's from an ageist point of view,
Okay.
to whether they may have autism or Downs,
Okay.
to the fact that they may be a single parent and couldn't get
Need
back
some help.
and need help.
Right. Okay.
And they really need help. And so you know, that we try and get them back into employment.
I mean, and that is obviously a big part of what we're doing, is trying to work with local companies and really support the broader local community, however we want to draw those delineations. I think this is... I'm really excited for these. I'm really excited to get these in the next day or two and see how this works out. Do you know, will you be in as well as Ian doing the in-store tastings, or will you be out jet-setting somewhere?
Jet-setting. I'll be jet-setting,
on the motorway somewhere.
Yeah, I'll be jet-setting with the bees. Ian's a more than competent representative, and he's better looking than I am, so we'll leave it over to him.
Fantastic. Well, again, they're going to be in on the 13th and the 27th, doing tastings, talking to people about bees, the hives. Everyone can go to your website, which is... planbltd.com. And that's BEE, if memory serves.
That's correct.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
They can find out more about the bees, more about the hives, sponsor a hive.
Sponsor a bee. You can adopt a bee and get a certificate.
For everyone who's looking for something to do for a late anniversary or birthday present.
Absolutely.
Sponsor a bee. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Warren, thanks so much for being here. It's been fantastic to talk to you.